always
good.
have a backup plan.
Nice.
But
Oh,
that
that sweater's sick,
StreamYard.
man.
Oh, thank you, man. I got it for Christmas. My little brother got it for me,
It's badass.
dude. This thing was like 150 almost at the
It's
mall,
nice though.
dude. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, like this. So I downloaded the StreamYard and I paid for it. So it was my first time messing with it, but I don't know what was up with the mic. But that's the one that people use. So I don't know why we're having issues.
No, next time we'll get on 30 minutes early and just mess with it.
Okay.
Yeah, just see what we can figure out. But yeah, I don't know. I could hear
Yeah.
you fine.
That was weird, bro. Like that's crazy. But yeah, so um so how you feeling right now?
Good as far as Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm feeling, and I'm cautious to say it because it happens every year. End of the season, we're looking like a solid team. We look like somebody that can compete for the AFC West right now, and I think it's all AP, bro. I think he's making these changes within us, bringing back that Raider mentality that even if we don't win the football game, we're gonna wear you the fuck out.
Heck yeah, dude. It's kind of cool, man. Have you heard any of his pressers and stuff?
Oh yeah, dude, he's a Raider.
Bro, like
He's a Raider.
it's crazy cuz like at first like people were like, "Nah, like we don't, we want a real coach and this and that." And then like we started winning games and then, like we lost some and then like but like just the way he talks and his mentality, bro, is like dope, bro. Like it's so cool to like have a coach that like knows what's going on, ain't afraid to speak his mind, and like ain't afraid to make changes. Um, like the Marcus Peters thing.
Dude,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like that's the kind of coach you need, bro. Like you're not gonna make open field tackles. Well, sit your ass on the bench. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, and that's that, bro. Like it's been crazy, bro. Like, did you see him get emotional after we won?
After the Kansas City game, yeah, almost started crying.
Yeah, dude, that was tight. Because I think, bro, like like it's one thing to go into Arrowhead and like put up a fight and then to win, but I think deep down he knew that like that was his statement game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we won at home, and put up all them points like the week before, but to do that in the Arrowhead and to win like we did, even though our
Dominated him.
offense went to shit, you know what I mean? Like, I think he knew that like he probably has it, you know what I mean? Has the job.
And he knew that the guys won it for him. If the guys didn't want him around, they wouldn't try that hard.
Yeah,
And it goes back to the mentality, dude. He used to be a player, a good one at that. He knows what it takes. Um, it's been so long. I don't think I've ever seen a coach that has adapted that Raider mentality. Maybe John Gruden did a little bit, but not as much as AP. AP's he's a Raider full and through. I've been a Raider fan since I was born, but like in recent memory, we haven't been the same Raiders that people were scared to play. The same ones that had like a swagger about them that walked around with their chests out and their heads up. It's this is the first time in a long time,
dude,
and
this
it's
is
all his mentality.
bro. It's so dope to see like somebody come in and take over, and then like to change everything, the culture, the mentality, the attitude, like, and I think it started with um that locker room, um like that meeting that they had
Yeah,
where he told everybody in the meeting in front of Josh McDaniels, where he was like, bro, like we have to have that mentality that we could beat anybody.
yeah,
You know what I mean? We could play against anybody.
and
You
we
know,
can. We proved it.
man, dude, it's so refreshing to see like our defense play like at that level.
dude. And I think firing Josh McDaniels not only proved a lot as far as AP, but it proved a lot as far as Patrick Graham. Um, Obviously, something was going on to where Josh McDaniels had his hand in the defense. He wasn't letting Patrick Graham run the defense the way he would have ran it, and because that's the change was so drastic.
Oh yeah,
After Josh
yeah,
McDaniel was gone, we didn't make a slow improvement. It was night and day.
yeah,
From the last game that Josh McDaniels coached to the first game that AP was head coach, our defense made a huge change.
yeah,
And
yeah. It's
it's the play calling is there. Patrick Graham being let to do whatever he wants with that defense has been the best thing.
bro. What? Let me ask you this: what do you think? Um, they need like the offense needs in the off season.
Quarterback
Yeah.
and a line. I think obviously we have Devontae, Michael Mayer, Jacobs. Even if we don't keep Jacobs, Zeus has proven that he's a good back. Um, and then Jacoby Myers is our number one as far as I'm concerned. I know he's a number two. He might not be have the name brand like Devontae, but that dude plays. He reminds me of Crabtree, dude.
Oh yeah.
Crab, Crabtree came to us when he wasn't considered, a top 10 receiver in the league anymore. And, we had Amari Cooper, who was the next big star. And Michael Crabtree came in and played like a gold jacketer. He was in there making plays that like Hall of Famers. And Jacoby, I haven't seen him drop any ball.
Yeah.
And Devontae, I feel like is too slow for some reason because he's the only person that Aiden O'Connell overthrows. I feel like maybe in practice he gives it his all, and in the game he's kind of half-ass running these little bullshit routes, and Aiden's overthrowing him. But with that being said, I think our weakest point is quarterback, and I really wanted them to give Aiden O'Connell the start these last few games just to see, because that's what we were looking for. Jimmy G, we saw wasn't our guy. All right, bench. We're trying to see if we have our quarterback from next year, Aiden O'Connell. I don't think we do. I think he's done well for the position he was in, but I don't see him being our elite franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell. Derek Carr had a really rough rookie season as well, and then 2 years later he was an MVP candidate. So
Yeah.
it's
I
hard to
kind of
tell.
feel like um I'm not sure if he is or isn't. I'm kind of like on the fence because like they said, like they put him in the middle of the season. They had him listed as the third string, which is cool, whatever, like he's a rookie. But like when you're the third string, dude, you're not getting any first team reps. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? So like like he went into like that Charger game and was like
Fresh, fresh
fresh,
meat.
dude. And like we knew he was gonna make mistakes, but like the other thing too was like Josh McDaniels didn't do him any favors and lied about like trying to protect him and stuff, bro. Like he wasn't protected, dude. There wasn't any tight ends on that side. You know what I mean? Like they didn't. You know what I mean? Like he threw all those. He had those fumbles and all that, and then like you know, and even at the end of the game when they could have ran that ball twice, he made him throw it, and then he threw that pick, and then Josh McDaniels was like, "Oh, well, he should have just threw it away." You know what I mean? But bro, like you weren't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even that week that he was practicing, that it was up in the air whether he was going to start or not.
right.
So he might not have even been getting like first team reps like that week.
Yeah,
But
I
I
agree.
think I think I don't know. It's like up and down with him. You know what I mean? Like he'll have a good game, then he'll have like a crappy game, and then
I
he'll
think
have like a
that's
decent
what
game.
is throwing me off about him. That's why we didn't like Derek Carr. If anybody remembers, Derek Carr would be playing balls out, elite level one game, and the next game would throw two picks and have 80 yards. And maybe it's a bit of an exaggeration, but that's why we didn't like Carr. We wanted somebody consistent. And I feel like if we keep Aiden, we should have just kept Carr.
Yeah,
If we keep Aiden, we're just going to be repeating Derek Carr. He'll be
dude.
good enough to start, but I don't. He won't be good enough to lead us to a championship.
Yeah, dude. Think about this, bro. What's the one thing Carr never had?
Feet couldn't
No,
move around.
de- no, I'm not talking
Oh,
about Carr
defense.
himself. Yeah, defense. And I was telling my wife, I was like, dude, even though I don't really like Carr, like if he would have stayed with us and Patrick Graham would have been able to let loose, bro, like we would have been in the playoffs last year. You
I
know what I
know for
mean?
a
Like,
fact that if Derek Carr would have stayed with us this year, he would have put up better numbers than any of our quarterbacks and better numbers than he has with the Saints. This
yeah,
team is stacked. We just needed the right coaching and
yeah.
an O line and quarterback.
And yeah, and then what's crazy, bro? What's crazy about the defense? And I think this goes to show you like the coaching as far as AP and Patrick Graham. But like, dude, like if you look at our team from the outside looking in, dude, all of our defensive guys besides Max are like nobodies.
Yeah,
So
we're the
like,
underdogs.
dude, yeah, dude, like
Robert
nobody,
Spillane, it's Max Crosby and Trayvon Merrick, and that's it.
dude, and
Nate Hobbs
honestly,
has started to make a name for himself, but everybody else is these dudes nobody's ever heard of, and they're scoring. Jack Jones, dude, came straight off the practice squad a few weeks ago. He
bro,
just had two back-to-back pick sixes.
dude, that's crazy, bro. And not only that, bro, is like now with McDaniel's gone. Look at Kuntz, bro.
Dude,
Kuntz, and I've been wanting Kuntz to like get more reps, bro. Like,
every game, my dad and I say, why is Coons not in? They throw him in for one play, and he'd get some good pressure, and then they take him out.
yeah,
It didn't make sense.
bro. Like, even when they drafted Tyree Wilson, I was like, bro, like you still have Kuntz, and Kuntz hasn't even been given a shot.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like we didn't need to draft him. All would have to do is play Kuntz a little bit more. And now look, bro, he's had back to back games with
with
like
three
what it
sacks.
yeah, like 3 or 4
Well, it's
sacks
been
each.
he's had 3 games in a row with 2 sacks, and he's the first Raider to do that since Khalil Mack, and Khalil Mack was the first ever. So he's only the second player in history to do that. We knew this was going to happen because if Max Crosby requires so much attention that if you put an average pass rusher on the other side, he's going to go crazy because they're not paying attention to him.
Yeah,
And if they want to start focusing on Kuntz, then Max Crosby is going to go for it.
yeah.
And he's only 3 sacks away from the Raiders' record.
Dude, I think he'll I can honestly see Kuntz getting double digits by the end of the year. Like double digit sack numbers by the end of the year. Cause he's
What
already at like what, 7 or 8?
I think he's at 8.
Yeah, 8. Dude,
I
like
could,
he'll have 10. He'll have 10. I mean, he could have 10 by this weekend. We don't
yeah,
know. But
and
like
that's in a short amount of time. That's like really actually playing ball probably since like week 9.
that's the one thing that I could never understand about the players that we get on defense because like like even when we had Khalil Mack and then like Bruce Irving and like those guys were like putting up numbers like and they were like a good duo and then it's like the next year you just get rid of them.
Yeah,
Or like that one year man, like there was one year that we had like a defensive end that was like a nobody, and like he got like 8 sacks, and then like they let him go like the next year, and then it was like we were back to like not having anybody on the line.
dude,
You know
we
what I
do
mean?
it consistently. We had Lamar Houston, we let him go. Richard Seymour, we let him go. And that's just to name a few. Like we prioritized the offense so much when we needed a defense so bad. And I really would love to see what Patrick Graham could do with the first round cornerback or an outside linebacker. But to be sincere, Spillane and Diablo have really been locking it down.
Bro. Like I think my biggest surprise this year from having a player that out of the players that we've had for a few years now, I think my biggest surprise was it's between Diablo and Amik Robertson.
Oh, dude. Honestly, what surprised me more is Diablo. Amik always had that little spark to him, to where like you would see flashes like last year, like, oh dude, man, that dude, he's not afraid to hit, and he's just a little bit away from being an elite guy.
Yeah, yeah,
But Diablo was always hurt. We
yeah.
heard stories in training camp that, oh, this dude's great, he's gonna be good, but we never saw it,
So
and we're finally seeing it, dude. Even this year, he's been hurt, and he's made a difference.
yeah.
You could tell when he's in versus Masterson.
Oh yeah, yeah. And see, I think Masterson, I still have hopes for him. I
He's
just
a good
think
number
like
two.
yeah, like I think like the more reps he gets, cause like he's one of those guys that like he doesn't really like make like splash plays, but
Right.
like every once in a while he'll get like he'll make like some good
Tackle for
tackles
what?
and stuff that you
Yeah.
need, like some good stops or whatever. But I think as he gets more experience, cause um is this his first year or is it his second?
Second. He played
Second.
last year.
I think I'll go out on a limb and say he'll be one of those good third year jumps.
I could
You know
see
what I
that.
mean?
I could see us rotating the linebackers like we do D line. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody does that, but that'd be kind of cool. A cool concept.
Yeah. Dude, it's so dope, bro. Like watch like I was telling my wife, like, bro, like our defense, the way that they're playing, I haven't seen that since like the last time we were in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like when we back in the day when we, 20 years ago when we had the Woodsons and Warren Sapp and
Asamoah.
yeah, all those guys, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. Like it's just fun, and then it's so weird because like for the last 20 years, that's what we've been saying is we just need a defense, and then all of a sudden we get a defense, and then like the offense goes to shit. You know what I mean?
We can never have both.
Like 0 points. Like when have
But
we
that's
ever
the
scored zero
difference,
points?
man. If you see, like, years before, we didn't have a defense. We had a crazy offense, and we couldn't win a lot of those games because we just couldn't catch up. But because if a team has an average defense, they can make a stop or two. But if you have a terrible defense, you're not stopping nothing. And that's what it would always come down to. I don't remember, like, even 2016 when we made the playoffs, we could have gone undefeated. And 2015, 2014, 2020, 2021, all these games are down to one score. Why? Because their defense made one stop and we couldn't make
Yeah,
one. And all these games that we've won, dude, we it's our defense winning these last few games.
yeah,
And
definitely,
it sucks, dude, because our defense held them to 3 points, the Vikings, and we couldn't win that game. We couldn't
bro.
score a field goal.
Dude, that's terrible, dude. And but I will say like the Vikings defense at that time was like top notch. And
It
I
Yeah,
think I
I
think they
agree.
kept giving AOC like some looks he wasn't really expecting. But bro, like could and then what really made me mad about that game is we had that catch on the sideline to put us in field goal range in like the third quarter, and then for
And
some odd
Renfro
reason,
fumbled.
all it's not a catch,
Well,
and
that
I'm
one, and
like,
then if you remember, we were in field goal range and Renfro fumbled the ball.
yep, yep,
So twice we could have won the game. Really, I'm not saying that our offense is all high and mighty for 6 points, but we could have won it,
yeah,
and that would have changed our playoff picture entirely. Right now, that one
bro,
game, we would be in the
yeah.
playoffs right now.
Imagine winning that game and only scoring 6 points off of two field goals,
Yeah,
bro.
we would have.
That's crazy, man.
We needed two
So,
field goals to win. We needed a field goal and a safety to win.
bro, like, ugh, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I kind of
But
like if I had to choose, I'd prefer having a better defense.
yeah,
I feel like it's more fun to watch.
me too. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely more fun to watch. I mean, like, I feel like the only thing we're missing this year is like Devontae on the deep side, bro. Like, just because like my favorite part about watching the Raiders last year, even though we sucked, was
Henry
like
Ruggs,
those catches by Da, bro. Like, he's definitely like my favorite wide receiver right now.
he is mine, and it's hard to judge him because we don't have a quarterback that can put up like Aaron Rodgers. He's used to like a Hall of Fame quarterback. So stepping down to this to play with your buddy, then your buddy gets let go, and now you're stuck with this rookie who's still learning the ropes. It's hard, and I can see why he's so frustrated at times. But
Yeah, I,
lately, he's had drops that shouldn't be drops. Maybe they're not the
yeah,
best balls, but if they hit your hands, I expect you to bring them in. because all our other receivers are. Michael
Yeah,
Mayer's been going off since AP took over. Jacoby Myers has been doing this thing all year.
yeah. The
The
one
unsung hero.
dude, the one other guy that they need to use more to open it up more is Trey Tucker.
Dude, every
Because that
we
Charger
throw him in
game,
there and it's
bro.
a touchdown like every time he's in there.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm like I in this last Chiefs game, bro. I didn't really see them throw to him, and I was like, bro, like you ain't got nothing else to lose. Just freaking
He was the one that
let the
scored
speedster
twice
go,
last week
bro. Yeah.
against the Chargers.
I'm hoping Devonte Adams has like a solid couple games these next two, because I don't know, like
I
you
really
know,
see us trading him.
yeah.
I genuinely do. I see us trading him to a bottom five team to try to draft a quarterback because he does no good to us if we can't throw to him.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna be
could see
so
him going
sad.
to the Bears.
Yeah.
What? So I heard a. What's your take on Justin Fields coming to the Raiders?
Um, honestly, like my honest opinion, I almost would rather do that than draft a guy.
Because you kind of know what we're getting.
Yeah, because um, I feel like the way that our offense is set up right now, it's set up for it's set up really good to bring in pretty much whoever we want to, because we have all the weapons, we have a run game, we have all these running backs, we have tight ends, we have everything, bro. Like I think if Fields came in, I think it would be like night and day for him. But I do think that AOC is more accurate than him, but you get with Fields, you get that mobility.
Dude, it's so hard to cover that.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you on that. I've never been the biggest Justin Fields fan, but I know with our offense he would be good.
Plus, now we have a defense. So like
He won't
now,
have to be chasing his tail the whole time.
yeah, dude, like not like now we're set up for success. Like I like and I honestly feel like, because like I don't want to see like, I don't want to see Devonte Adams get traded. I really don't, because I want him to like. I'm a big firm believer in like people finishing out their careers where they want to be. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So, man, dude, I feel like I honestly feel like if we were to give up like a third or a fourth or a second or a third rounder for Justin Fields, then we could still draft, like we could use our first rounder to like get like I want to see us get like a top corner or a top DT in the first round. I don't want I
that's
don't I
yeah.
don't, I don't want to have to draft a quarterback in the first round. I would rather give up that second rounder, maybe, or 2 seconds or whatever it takes to get Fields. That way we have a guy that we know what he could do, right? Because even if you draft a guy, Caleb Williams, is supposed to be like this next generation dude. Well, look at Bryce Young. That's what they said about him, and his team's last in the NFL. So we don't know like what these guys can actually do. I would rather put money on somebody that we have actual NFL film on, and then take that first round pick and get like another corner or another DT, some young stud.
It's hard because like you have the Bryce Youngs in the world, but then you have the CJ Strouds
Oh
who
yeah,
took the Houston Texans are a contender right now.
yeah.
And you have guys like that. Andrew Luck did it a few years ago. Like there are guys that are worth it. I don't see Caleb being that guy to be honest. I don't like him as a draft pick.
No,
I think he's
see,
going to be a bust. I think his character says a lot about him off the
yeah.
field, and I don't think he can lead an offense. I don't think he can lead a team. And that's what we need as a leader.
That's fair. What I want to do is I want to do another like in the off season. I want me and you to get together, and we'll do like we'll talk about like the top five quarterbacks or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did last year. I went into like film study, not on the live or whatever, but I went to like film study on my own because I wanted to do a live on it. But I was telling people, bro, I was like Bryce Young ain't it. I was like out of all the top 5 dudes, I think it was uh, from what I saw on tape, CJ Stroud was like the most accurate.
Yeah,
And that's what we need, bro. We need somebody that's accurate.
and
Uh
consistent.
yeah, consistently accurate. Cause like like his ball placement was dope. Um everybody got high, bro. Everybody got high on Anthony Richardson because of his combine. And I was telling people, I was like, bro, the fact that he could hurdle somebody isn't gonna matter. The fact that he can like outrun somebody isn't really gonna matter that much.
Not if you can't
You
read
know,
a defense.
like all the stuff that everybody got hyped over. I was like, watch, bro, because I watched his tape, bro, and out of Bryce Young, him, C.J. Stroud, and Will Levis, I think he was the least accurate out of all of them. And I was like, dude, he ain't it, bro. He ain't it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But then C.J. Stroud started like tearing it up, bro.
Yeah, he's supposed to be number two. Bryce Young's supposed to be that guy, but CJ is balling right now, dude. And with
It's down to
nobody, with
it,
nobody.
yeah. And even I think even when Fitzpatrick or what's the Titans quarterback that got hurt?
Uh, Tannehill.
Tannehill. Okay. I always get him and Fitzpatrick mixed up.
They're the backups that became
But
starters.
but then what's funny is like in my head I keep saying like Larry Fitzgerald and I'm like he's not it either. But even Will Levis started putting up numbers when he went in cuz he's more
Will
of like a
Levis is
pocket
kind of
guy.
looking good.
Yeah. Um okay, so what do you think we should do? Would you go after Fields or Wilson cuz now Wilson's on the thing too.
I would take Wilson. Honestly, Wilson is a solid quarterback. Sean Payton is only getting rid of him because of his character. I think he's annoying to him. But
Yeah.
I know if he comes here under AP, it would not be the Russell show. It'd be the Raiders show.
Yeah.
And I think, dude, Russell's good. Like I know I talked a lot of stuff about him, but he had a bad year. He had a bad coach. This year he's a top 10 quarterback again. I would take him over Fields.
Yeah. You would take him over Fields?
He's
What
very
about
accurate.
what about that contract?
I don't think it depends. It
Is he
really
worth
depends
it?
on whether he gets traded to us or cut. They will never trade him to us. But if he gets cut and they just sign over, they take all the dead cap. I think we can structure a contract that isn't that large because he hasn't performed. Um, I don't think he'll be requesting that kind of money anymore.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
think he
they
just
were
wants a shot.
yeah,
And after they do him dirty like that, what better place to go than the Raiders?
right. I'm kind of like on the fence with him just because like I don't really like him. But like I did see a thing where like they were comparing his stats with Mahomes and they were identical except for Mahomes threw for like twice as many interceptions.
Dude, honestly, that's a tough comparison because Mahomes is having a bad year. His
Yeah.
numbers are actually worse than Baker Mayfield's.
Jeez. That's
Oh,
crazy.
I was looking at that earlier. Um, but I do think Russell's a great guy, and they have no offense. Patrick Surtain has become, or not Patrick Surtain. Um, God, I'm forgetting his name. The receiver for them, not Jerry Judy.
Oh, Sutton.
Sutton has
Yep.
become their number one guy, and he's mediocre. They don't have an offense for him. If he came to with Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Zeus, Michael Mayer, Jacoby Myers,
I
Hunter
told
Renfro,
you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like our offense, our team is set up for like any
for
like
greatness.
you could bring in Joe Flacco right now, bro. And with our defense and our weapons, bro, he'll probably be able to get Devontae the ball. You know what I mean?
We
And
just
he's
need
balling out over there.
we need somebody to protect him. That's why I'm so kind of lost in the draft for next year. Um, I really think we need a true number one corner or a true number one D tackle, but I also think we need a right guard and a right tackle really bad.
Yeah, I was hearing today that they'll probably move on from Illuminor.
He's not good, man. Unfortunately, he gets a lot of penalties too. He's leading our team in penalties this year,
Jeez. And
and
we're the
that's false
least,
starts. That's
bro. We're the least penalized team in the NFL, dude.
for
When has
once,
that ever
dude.
happened?
For once, we no, dude. I think from our first few games of the year to now, it's a 360, dude. We
Yeah,
are hard nosed, hit you in the fucking mouth. We're gonna do what we want, team, and it's all AP. I think Josh McDaniels was a really smart coach, but he was not a leader of men. I don't think AP is necessarily as smart as far as X's and O's go as Josh, but he knows how to lead men. He
you know
knows how
what
to
else I
prepare
like?
them for war.
You know what else I like is he lets the coaching staff do their job. Like he lets
Yeah,
Patrick Graham do his job. You know what I mean? And
he
I
lets
think I
Bowley do
think
his job.
having him up in the box, looking down, is helping us out too. I,
I thought
I
so, but last game we looked pretty bad.
yeah,
Chargers, I know it was like, yeah, we put up enough for 3 games, but which is really helping our numbers because our numbers were really bad before that game, and that brought up the average quite a bit for everything. But
yeah.
uh,
I think all he needs right now is just like a actual like a real offensive coordinator, somebody that
yeah,
knows how to run the offense. Because we already got Patrick Graham on the defense, and he's doing like phenomenal. If we get like a offensive guy to like balance it out, bro, I think we'll be true contenders.
that's what my dad and I always talk about. I think we leave Graham, AP, even Chip Kelly, give him a chance, and we just need an OC. We need an OC. Chip Kelly, I don't know about. I mean, I know he's done well with other teams and for like NFL Network and stuff like that as a analysis. He knows how to analyze players. Hopefully, he could do that for like drafting players. The last good GM we had was probably Reggie McKenzie, and
Yep.
we just don't know how to see talent. We always try to get the diamond in the rough. We try to draft a guy that was supposed to go fifth round in the third round, and we're
Yeah.
supposed to draft the second rounders in the first round because we don't want nobody to get him. We see something special in him, and we
Yeah.
pass up on all these dudes that are just insane.
Yeah. It would be nice. It would be nice to like not have to use our first rounder on a quarterback and then just get like the best defensive player you got. Like
Any
what cuz
any position.
yeah, like whether it's a corner, a safety, linebacker, I think we're good. I think we could get that in like a later round. But
I
like
don't. Yeah, I don't. I think we're gonna. Oddly, I think we're good on linebacker
yeah,
and D ends. I think Kuntz and Crosby can get the job done for a while. It's
yeah,
D tackle, corner, maybe a safety over Epps. Merrick has impressed me this season,
yeah.
but
But
Epps.
see, on the flip side, I think I don't like. I haven't seen Epps make a play. Like
But I haven't seen
I
a play on him. Is the thing.
huh?
But I haven't seen a play on him.
That's true. I just want to
I guess
pick.
it's like I'd prefer a guy that never gets seen. Like Merrick flies under the radar a lot because they just don't throw at him. Whereas like a guy like Diggs from the Cowboys, he led the NFL in interceptions, but he also led the NFL in giving up yardage. He was like third in the NFL for allowed touchdowns. Like he allowed a lot of stuff to try to get those picks, and all we saw on ESPN was the picks. We saw the pick
Yeah,
sixes. We didn't see the touchdowns they threw on him.
yeah, that is true.
You
That
have
is
to kind
true.
of pick your poison. It's I like the way we played, just hard nose, but we do need that guy that can get up there. Namdi Asamoah that just you shuts down that side of the field. You
Oh
can't
yeah,
throw over there
dude.
no more.
Yeah, dude. That yeah, I feel like, and I'm hoping that Jack Jones is really like that good because it
I
looks
really
like
hope he's not just getting lucky with these.
yeah, me neither, bro. Because we need somebody that has like those instincts,
Yep.
like because even that one pick six from um like off of Mahomes, like he opened up his hips and he made it look like he was gonna go deep.
Yeah.
but he kept his eye on Mahomes, and he seen Mahomes thrown to the flat, so he like turned real fast and got it. So I'm hoping, like you said, I'm hoping he's not getting lucky. I'm hoping he's like got that IQ, bro. Like
I
we
think
need
it's
somebody with those smarts.
we need somebody in the film room. The way that Darrell Revis was, the way that Ed Revis, um, Ed Reed was. Um, Ed Reed, I don't know if you saw against like Peyton Manning. Uh, he he knew exactly how Peyton threw just based off of film. So he opened his hip one way. As soon as he opened his hips, he turned back around because as soon as he opened his hip, Peyton Manning threw that ball. And I think that's the same thing with Jack Jones. I think he's a film room demon, and I hope so. Like the pick six against the Chargers, that's film room. That break on the ball, you don't just guess that because you just don't see NFL. You don't guess on stuff like that. He knew what play was coming. He saw their formation. He saw the wide receiver tug on his jersey or something, or do something that he does every play, and he knew what play was coming. And I'm assuming that's what he knew against the Chiefs, and I hope it is. I hope they're not flukes. I hope he
Yeah,
doesn't get super confident and suck next year. Eh, we've seen it time in and time out. Dudes that play really well to close out the season, and then we start and they're terrible.
yeah. And I was watching a presser by Graham or not Graham, AP today, and they asked him about Jack Jones, and they said that like back in um when he coached him in college,
Yeah, Long
Jack
Beach.
Jones like lived in the film room, and he said it carried over into like the big leagues. So like
Good, dude.
I so it really does sound like he's like that guy, like that film study guy. And but what AP said was when you're looking at film, where's Amik? You know what I mean? Where's these other guys? You know what I mean? Where's Bennett? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Are you showing them? He's because he said that I need everybody to see what you're seeing, not just you.
that's
You know,
true.
so hopefully that starts to flow over too.
Dude, imagine, dude, that would if everybody on our defense made plays like that, those fast twitch, I know what's coming plays, we'd be unstoppable on both sides of the ball. It's not just watching film on the offense. We need to be able to read that defense. That's on AOC and his guys. Tom Brady, I don't know if you saw the recent interview that Gronk did. He was saying that every day after practice, they would stay hour, 2 hours, just running plays. Practice would end. Tom Brady would say, "Hey, we're staying." He joked. He said, "When I would see Tom Brady's kids at the facility, he'd say, 'Oh, thank God, I know we won't have to stay after practice today.'" Tom Brady has 7 rings because every single day after practice they rerun the plays. And we need a leader like that. Somebody to say, "I know you're tired, but we have to run. We have to perfect these
Yeah.
plays."
Well, and I'm hoping that AOC can get to that point too. I hope he has like that dog in him to like do that because that's what our offense needs. And honestly, like that's what I kept hearing about Derek Carr and DA last year. Is like like even when Devontae Adams was in Green Bay in the offseason, they were like he was throwing him the ball. And then look, when he got here, it was like they never missed a step. It was like he was been on the team the whole time. He put
Yeah,
up like the most yards. You know, he was like the number one receiver, had 1,600 yards, and he had like 12 touchdowns. You know, like that's what we need is we need um AOC to be like that, bro, or like Justin Fields. You know, have like a whole off season where like he's just out there practicing in camp and
yeah.
whatever.
I think that's what we're lacking. We're lacking a leader on the offensive side of the ball. Unfortunately, they all look too down, too laxy daisy, too just straight face. I don't like it. On the defense, you see these dudes coming out with energy. They're talking to each other. They're screaming their heads off. And I know defense is a little different than offense. You have to be more composed, but you still need leaders. And I don't see that when we run on the field.
Yeah,
I don't see some dude on the sideline, dapping people up, telling the lineman, "Hey, we got this." I just don't see it.
yeah. Um, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Do you think we will make the playoffs?
I do. This
Yeah.
feels very reminiscent of Riz Bisaccia and that team. The way that we rallied and played for this head coach, I do think we win out. I do think that the Chiefs lose at least one of their next games. People say that, or I've heard at least, that there's a 1.1% chance of us taking the division. I think there's a real possibility with the way they're playing that the Chiefs lose the next two. And I think the way we're playing, we win the next two. The Chiefs have Cincinnati and the Chargers. Cincy is a good football team who's just playing really bad. They have the potential to really smack them. The Chargers, I think they have a reason to play now. They just got their head coach fired. I think everybody's going to be fighting for their job at this point because who knows who's coming next. I really think the Chargers come out and give it their all. I think Cincy beats them. I think next week we got Gardner Minshew. And I think if Crosby and Coons can do what they did to Mahomes, we're gonna win that one. And then we got Broncos, and we show up every time we play the
Oh
Broncos.
yeah, dude. Plus we're at home.
Yep, that defense
Plus we're
we've
at.
got in the last 3 4 games, that's how we play against the Broncos every time. So I'm excited to see how we play.
I'm excited to watch that game just because, like, well, there's a bunch of reasons, but like, bro, I think the energy in that place at home, the last game, I think the
Different.
energy, bro. I think because you know how you always like throughout this season and like even last season, we've been watching games, and then whoever came, you would see like a lot of
Their
like when the
fans.
Steelers came, it was like all yellow.
Yeah,
Dude, I think, bro, I have a feeling that us playing the Broncos in Las Vegas that last game, I think it's gonna be a blackout, bro. And
I think so too.
I think our whole team is gonna come out just lit.
I think from here on out, we're not gonna see that too much anymore. I think now we want to go see our this team now. And I'm not saying the Raiders fans didn't before, but like fuck, we're gonna get smacked. I'll just watch it from home.
Yep.
Now, dude, we got this high tempo, this anger about us, this swagger that we had historically had. I think people want to see it, and I think we have a shot at making the playoffs. I think so. There's a playoff scenario to where we play the Broncos last game of the year, and whoever wins that game makes the playoffs. And I think that would be a hell of a way to really cap off the season.
Yeah.
Um, I'm excited for it. I really do think we have a strong chance at making it. I know statistically it's not that strong. I think we make it though. It
So
was the same thing when we had Rich Bisaccia and we balled out.
yeah. So check this out. So if we win out, because I have like this playoff simulator that simulates every team and every win and all that stuff. just just by winning out, we have a 65% chance to make it
Wild card.
to the playoffs, okay? But what's crazy is like there's a game on here. There's a game this weekend, okay? If the Titans beat the Texans, it bumps our chances up to 77% just by the Titans beating the Texans,
Let's go Titans.
right? And then and then and then like if the Jaguars beat the Panthers, which they probably will, it'll bump it up to 80%. Oh, and then the other game is the Seahawks and Steelers. So check this out. So the Steelers have a really good chance to lose out because they play the Seahawks next, and they're in Seattle. So if the Seahawks win, then it's an 80% chance that we'll make it to the playoffs. Okay. Now let's jump ahead to week 18. Um what game is it? There's a game in here. Oh, okay. So check this out. In week 18, if the Ravens beat the Steelers that last game, our chances go all the way up to 93%.
Damn.
Bro, just by us winning out and then the Steelers losing out. Cuz and the reason why I wanted to do like this simulator is because like you can mess around with it. You can click on any game and it'll show you your chances and stuff. But like, um, I I just wanted to play with some other games besides the Chiefs because I kind of feel like the Chiefs losing out. I feel like it's like more of like a 50-50 thing because
Yeah,
like I do see Cincinnati beating them, but I don't know about the Chargers. I'm hoping, you know what I mean? I'll be rooting for the Chargers, but I don't know if it'll actually happen.
I
So
get you.
yeah, so like I was kind of that's why I was playing around with this simulator because just by us winning out and the Steelers losing out, it and then I guess it would be like let's see, um, but then so check this out. Um, so if the Steelers lose out and we win out, it puts us at a 75% chance. But so the big game that we need to happen this weekend is this weekend we need the Titans to beat the Texans because that's what bumps us up to 93 or 91.
Let's go, man.
Bro, that's
Come on, Titans.
crazy.
I need Will Levis to go off.
Hey, and then check this out. So if the Browns in week 18, if the Browns beat the Bengals in Cincinnati, we have a 100% chance.
So we're
So
in.
so we're in. So all we have to do is we have to beat the Colts, beat the Broncos. This weekend the Titans have to win and the Seahawks have to win. So the Titans have to beat the Texans. Seahawks have to beat the Steelers, which is a pretty good chance. And then in week 18, all we need is the Browns to beat the Bengals. That's it.
Dude, that's
Bro,
doable.
bro, that's not even that crazy because I like the Steelers they have a quarterback issue and they play the Seahawks in Seattle. I think that's very doable. And then um the Texans are playing with Case Keenum.
Oh, that's right.
So they don't have Stroud right now because he's out. He
Ooh,
got
dude,
hurt.
we have a shot.
So for this weekend, all we need to do
Titans
is
in Seattle.
Titans, Seattle, Raiders, baby.
All right,
and
dude.
then
I can see
and
that
then
happening.
yeah, me too, bro. Like and then in the last week, we just need the um,
Ravens and Browns.
Ravens and Browns, dude. That's crazy.
Dude, that can. That's very. I like that chance.
Me too. I honestly think like that's a more doable situation than probably the Chiefs losing out. Because I definitely think Cincinnati will beat them. It might be close, but I think after that loss and the loss to us, I think they'll be fighting for something that last game against the Chargers. I mean, it would be nice, dude. Imagine if all that happened plus the
We
Chargers
take the
beat the
division
bro. Like that's crazy, bro. Like it would be nice to win the division.
for
It
the
really
first time
would,
since 2002.
bro. Ah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
It's gonna be a fun. It makes these next few weekends fun.
Yeah,
That means I'll be watching more than just the Raiders game.
yeah. Me too, man. Me too. It's so fun. Um, I tried to send this simulator to Did I send it to you?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I thought I sent it to two people. I tried to send it to Jesus, but Jesus never messed around with it. I've been looking at it for like a couple weeks now, just because like I've never seen one,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like interesting to me. And I was like messing around with it. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Shit, we're going to the playoffs, dude." Like, what? She's like, she's all like laughing at me. Um, but yeah, this weekend Raiders, Titans, Seahawks. And then the last week, Browns, Raiders, Ravens.
That's doable.
bro.
Browns are good. Ravens are like a maybe the best team in the NFL.
Yeah, they played good against
Dude, they flew under the radar this whole season.
yeah,
All we've been talking about is Niners, Eagles, Cowboys.
yep.
Ravens flew way under the radar.
Yeah, they're playing good. I mean, everybody's pretty healthy, it seems like. I
And they
just think like,
smacked the Niners.
bro, I couldn't believe that, bro. Like I thought it was gonna be close, and then they just kept getting interception after interception. I think Purdy threw like,
He threw four.
yeah,
And then
four, and then who was their
Darnold threw one.
oh, Sam Darnold went in, and then he threw one.
Yeah.
What do you think about Stiddy starting for the Broncos?
Oh, dude, I think we're gonna try to murder him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna end up in the same situation as last year, where like even if he plays good, they're losing out. I think the Broncos are gonna lose out because they
I
got
think they're gonna do it on purpose. Stidham is not that guy. He's solid. He played really well against the third stringers, but no, there's a reason that we got rid of him. There we go. Fuck the Niners.
I know I was trying to pin it on the screen.
And now we're talking.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, dude, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, man. We'll try to touch base next week. Hopefully everything that we need to happen happens.
Okay. One more question before you leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me like three keys to victory this weekend.
Pressure the quarterback, run game, and turnovers. I think we need to get pressure on Gardner Minshew. There's a reason he's not starting. We were able to fold Mahomes by getting to him. We could fold anybody in the league. Running game. If we want any kind of success passing the ball, we need to keep him honest, keep that box full, and we do that with Zeus. Jacobs is doubtful still. I really don't even care if he plays. I think Zeus has proven to be that guy. Um, and then turnovers. We have to we have to capitalize. We have to cause turnovers, and we can't make them. Um, we've been doing really well with it the past 2 3 weeks, but we need more than we need more of the offense. So no turnovers from them, run game, and pressure the quarterback. If we do those three things, I think we're gonna win.
Yeah, mine are similar. So mine are like run the ball,
Yep.
pressure the quarterback, and but my third one was stopping their run game
Yeah.
because they're kind of like us. They're like a run first team. So I think if we could slow down Jonathan Taylor, or and not let him get like 100 yards and two tutties, I think we'll be okay. And then I think our offense is gonna get back on track this week. I don't think we're gonna put up like 30 points, but I think AOC is gonna play a good game. I think he'll get like a couple touchdowns.
That'd be
Maybe we'll
good.
get like another rushing touchdown. Um, but I think we'll be okay against the Colts. I'm not too worried about AOC.
To be honest, it may be wrong of me to think this, but I'm not worried about us not winning out. Um, Colts are not a great team, and Broncos, we just have their number. We know what's up with them. We come out and it's a dogfight. We are ready. We're hitting people in the face. It's
Yeah, I'm not worried either. I'm definitely gonna be watching that game.
yeah,
Um, I know my wife's gonna have the Seattle game on too. I think that'll be fun.
yeah.
Um, a friend of mine wants me to watch the Bronco game with him. My original idea was I wanted to do like a live watch party.
That'd be pretty cool.
So, but if I end up hanging out with him, I probably won't do a watch party because I've never done one. So I kind of want to do one, get my numbers up.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, um, but I do want to do some more lives with you.
yeah.
I got somebody else that's willing to do some lives with us too.
That'd be cool.
Um, Joe from CSP.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah. My boy Joe Garcia.
Yeah, he's cool. I talk to him all the time. He said he would be down to like do a live too.
Yeah,
Um,
do it.
but I do want to do one on um, if not before the Bronco game, maybe like after the year's over. Do one. I definitely want to do one on like if AP should get the job. I want to do one on free agency, and I want to do one on college quarterbacks. Um, so I do have some ideas lined up, but
Yeah. No, just let
I
me know,
know with
man.
our schedules, it's weird.
Yeah, it's unusual, but no, yeah, I'm down. I should be straight to 4 from now on, so from like New Year coming, I should be off at 4, home by 5. So
Cool, cool. Yeah, we'll keep in touch.
yeah, for sure, man.
um,
But we'll
Go
keep in touch
Raiders,
for
man.
it.
All right, man. You have a good night, man. Have a good weekend.
All
Happy
right,
New
you too,
Year.
brother. Happy New Year. Go Raiders.
Uh, Go Raiders.